Well, we're here. How's it going, everyone? My name is DC Fan 99, and we are officially back in the postseason for the first time since 2018. And I'm making a pregame video for the first time since probably 2018. Just want to start this off with because it's fucking playoff time, baby. This is where shit actually matters, and we're gonna see what these guys are actually fucking capable of doing this year. So, making the postseason for the first time since 2018. Everybody remembers that season. We started off 3-4, made that blockbuster trade with the Oakland Raiders. A lot has fucking changed since then. Made that blockbuster trade with the Raiders. I came out on live back when I could, immediately after I heard the news, and I talked about how stupid that move was. And it worked out for us greatly. We lost Monday night versus Tennessee Titans, fall to 3-5. Everybody's saying that the season was over, myself included, obviously. Everyone started thinking of, a future without Dak Prescott, talking about future quarterbacks we could probably take. And we finished the season 10-6. Won against the Seattle Seahawks at home in the Wildcard round. And then got our cheeks clapped versus the LA Rams back when they played in the LA Coliseum. Mainly got clapped by Todd Gurley and I think CJ Anderson. I could be wrong about that. But, both of them put up like over 100 yards on us. And that was an absolute beatdown. And that then is pretty much when the hot boys fucking died. So, a lot has changed. Dak Prescott is now our franchise quarterback. Just signed him to a 4-year deal. And season immediately after, we're back in the postseason. We're ready to face up against yet another NFC West opponent, one that we haven't seen since that dreaded fucking NFC Championship game back in 1994. Now, I know people are probably thinking and saying, "Oh, well, you're a young fan. What the fuck do you know? Why does this matter so much to you?" Listen, watching just the replays of bullshit that happened to us, they sting, okay? They hurt a whole fucking lot. When I watch the replay of Terrell Owens standing on the star, that pisses me off. When I see the replay of that Dwight Clark catch, that pisses me the fuck off. Whenever I see, I think it was Jackie Robinson dropping a touchdown pass against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the fucking Super Bowl, that pisses me off a whole lot more than it did watching Tony Romo's botched snap live. It pisses me off a lot more than watching even the Dez catch live back in 2014. Okay, so I don't want to hear shit about, oh, well, this doesn't mean, this rivalry doesn't mean much to you. You're a young fan. Yeah, I was born in 99, but the 49ers still make my dick itch. So, with that being said, I wrote a few notes leading up to this game. It's funny. I started making notes on Sunday, in anticipation that we were going to play versus the Cardinals, but then they shit the bed versus the Seattle Seahawks. So now I had to pretty much delete everything and start from scratch. But just a few observations. First playoff meeting against the Niners since the 94 NFC Championship game. The Dallas Cowboys lost due to the absurd amount of mistakes early in the game. The Cowboys dug themselves into a 3-possession hole early in the first quarter. So, sounds pretty fucking familiar, doesn't it? And we don't really screw ourselves early in the game when it comes to turnovers necessarily, especially Dak Prescott. He's been fantastic. Hasn't thrown any interceptions, I think, in the last 4 games. I don't know if that's like 3 or 4 games. Excuse me. But what's been killing this offense has been the fucking penalties, the offensive line, and just us, not staying committed to the run game. We go down by, possession, and then we start panicking and passing and all that. A few other observations. The Cowboys' offense is ranked 1st overall, 2nd in passing, 9th in rushing. The Dallas defense is ranked 20th overall, 21st in pass defense, 16th in run D. The San Francisco offense is 6th overall, 12th in passing, 7th in rushing, and the defense over in San Fran is ranked 3rd overall, 5th in pass D, 14th in run D. So, sort of similar to us. Right now, everybody's saying that the 49ers are the hottest team in the NFC right now. I don't think that's really all that true. I'm not saying that we're in any way the hottest team in the NFC. That I'd probably give that to the Packers or something. I don't think people would be saying that if they won in Detroit Week 18. But some things that I want to go over, I broke it up in do's and don'ts. So, do's. We have got to make our opponents fear our running offense more. Because now with Michael Gallup out, whenever you see the 2 safeties deep, it's going to be more difficult for Dak Prescott to find an open wide receiver, because how many fucking times have we seen Dak Prescott drop back and he's looking, doesn't have anybody to dump it off to, so he tries to run for it and gets fucking sacked. So we have to encourage defenses. We have to force their hand to just play a single high safety. That'd be... that would help us out a ton, give us some more space. Give us more versatility, I mean. Front 7 has to wake the fuck up and force Jimmy Garoppolo to make some mistakes. Pretty much everyone has been saying it all week. Put the game in Jimmy Garoppolo's hands. Our offense just has to do something, literally anything that isn't just fucking us over. I'm looking at you, Connor Williams. I mean, I'm just as sick of hearing this dreaded noise as you guys are. That noise of holding offense number 52, holding offense number 77, holding offense number 71, false start offense number 71, false start offense number 63. And we're fucking sick of it. Okay, we know that this offense has had some serious fucking issues since week 10 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. That Denver Broncos game, we thought that was a fluke, especially after the way we beat down the Atlanta Falcons. And then the next week versus KC, hold on, bitch, this is no fluke. Okay, there's definitely something internally wrong, and there's definitely some dysfunction in this offense. Kellen Moore, your time is fucking up. So we need to see some serious production and some sort of fluidity. I don't know. We have to see some sort of chemistry going on between Prescott and his receivers, because they definitely have not been on the same page for the majority of the season after the bye week, and that's really concerning. It seemed like we had sort of a hold on our discipline and not getting penalized too many times, but that just went straight down the shitter. And our offense just can't help but get in their own way. And I know every time that I mention this online, there's always some people going, oh, dude, you got to cut us some slack. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are beatable. The Green Bay Packers are beatable. They almost lost to the Baltimore Ravens backup QB. You know, and I get that, but that's also no excuse for us to get in our own fucking way. This is probably the easiest team to beat in the NFC because you just have to watch us fuck up and watch the Zebras, you know, push us back 100 yards. Seriously, this is a fucking serious issue. Most penalized team in the NFL. So I want to see some sort of discipline, and I don't want to see first downs getting taken away because of Connor fucking Williams holding again and again and again. All right, so moving on. Deebo Samuel is, I mean, look, we all know Deebo Samuel is our number one priority for this defense. If he's a running back, I want Micah on him. I do not want Leighton. I do not want LVE on Deebo Samuel. If he's lined up at wide receiver, it goes like this. Trayvon Diggs, if he's covering somebody else, Calvin Joseph, Jordan Lewis, and then Anthony Brown. Because, you know, Anthony Brown had his moments, batting down some passes, picking off some passes. He's shown some signs of improvement, but he's also been a major liability, and he has also single-handedly, well, not single-handedly, but he has played a great factor in losing us football games, like versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers week 1, getting burned time and time again by Antonio Brown. Like all those goddamn penalties, pass interference versus the Vegas Raiders. We cannot afford that. It just goes back to playing disciplined football and looking at the weapons that San Francisco has offensively. I don't like our odds. So just got to contain their run game. You can't forget about Elijah Mitchell as well. He's a fantastic running back. So they're a legitimate 1-2 punch that it's going to be hard for us to contain. This defense is really going to have to fly after the ball. Luckily, this week we get both Jaron Curse or Jaron, I don't know. We get Curse back and we get Micah Parsons back from COVID. So, you know, that's a huge plus right there. Sorry, that's my dog. Dak Prescott has to find his confidence and not just throw the ball downfield only when there's an offsides penalty. That seems to be the only time we choose to throw the ball downfield and, you know, it actually work out. Is when those offsides penalties happen, we have to get more confidence in Dak Prescott. Because for the most part, our passing offense has consisted of throwing it to swing routes to the running back, or, you know, throwing it in a comeback route, sort of a high school oriented fucking offense. Or just, when in doubt, throw it to Dalton Schultz, who's arguably been our best receiver in the second half of this season. I don't want to see that, and it really pisses me off. And I get, what the Giants game really pissed me off. And Simus said, I watched his video after the game. He's like, man, they didn't have to dump out the playbook. They didn't have to pull out all the stops against the Giants. And I understand that, but what pisses me off is the fact that they could hardly even execute those plays. There were still times that they couldn't even get on the same page, and these are plays that they've been running since high school. And to top it all off, Dak Prescott did go for a deep pass, to the right to Michael Gallup, and they were just completely off mark. So, just goes back again to Kellen Moore. You had 8 weeks, 9 weeks to get this figured out. Time is up. We have to see results. Okay, this is the big time, so we can't make fucking excuses anymore that, oh, well, maybe they're just playing possum, or, you know, maybe they're hiding the playbook to show our true potential in the postseason, because the postseason is here. So, contain Deebo Samuel and Elijah Mitchell. Give the ball to your wide receiver 1, obviously being Amari Cooper. We need to prepare a serious game plan on containing Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead. Hold on. Okay, making sure I'm still recording. I'm going on for 15 minutes, but this is a huge fucking game, so I apologize. I mean, you guys saw, most likely. You saw the 49ers versus the LA Rams. They were putting Matt Stafford on his ass. And with Dak Prescott getting the amount of pressures that he has, he's going to panic and he's going to lose. He's going to completely drain all that confidence away, and he's going to go back to this pussified, one-dimensional dump off to the running back, or throw it to Schultz, or basically run this very baby step offense that we have to get away from. The 49ers defense is middle of the pack when it comes to third down defense, as well as red zone defense, so we need to take advantage. We've been great in the red zone so far in the second half of the year. Third down, not so great. Overall, just play competent offensively. I've been begging for this for the last 7 weeks. Kellen Moore, I really hope you fucking get your shit together. I'm not concerned about Dan Quinn, although I probably should be. But because the postseason is a completely different animal, right? I mean, comparing regular season to postseason is sort of similar to comparing preseason to regular season. It's just a whole different beast entirely. We don't know what to expect from literally anybody. So our hope is Dan Quinn can keep doing what he's doing. Maybe not the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, defense has been horrible. But the hope is we see a significant change from Kellen Moore in the postseason. So we'll see how that goes. Don'ts. Not much here that I could think of. Short pass, yeah, we already went over this. Short passes and dumping swing routes to running backs aren't going to do shit against this physical of a defense. Notice how most of my issues are with us offensively. Has to be more accountability. There has to be more accountability in the secondary and not give up so many huge plays. I put in all capitals in parentheses Brown. Offensive line has to be not worthless. I put in parentheses not going to happen. And finally, stop getting penalized in all caps with 3 asterisk offensive line. So that's really most of my concerns. That's really most of what I'm looking for this matchup against the San Francisco 49ers. We can blow this team right out of our fucking stadium. We can blow them right out the water. Okay? This can go in any way we want to. It just depends on what team shows up. And there's just been so much inconsistency, along with the fact that it's the postseason, that we just seriously have no clue what to expect, really, from anybody when it comes to the Cowboys. So, moving on from that, I'm just going to go ahead and get my wildcard predictions out of the way. Saturday at 3:30, we have the Vegas Raiders going against the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals have now won a playoff game since 1990, the 1990 season, I'm pretty sure. I really want to see Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase go off against the Raiders. Payback for, letting the fucking Steelers get in the postseason. Even though that was really the Chargers' fault, but you still could have kneeled it down anyway. Just saying. So, I'm picking the Bengals playing in Cincinnati too. The Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. It's the high this Saturday night in Buffalo is 0. So it's probably going to be the same thing as earlier in the year. There's only going to be like 3 pass attempts by each quarterback and mainly just running the football. I don't know if they'll play that safe in the postseason, though. I mean, this is a serious head scratcher for me. I'm probably gonna go with New England. That's probably been the most consistent team in the AFC in the second half of the year. I'll get to the Cowboys game last. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing in Tampa Bay. Man, I want to say Philly just because I want Brady to just get embarrassed by them again. But, yeah, I mean, I got to go with Tampa Bay. Hold on, let me see how they compare offensively. Just looking on the website right now. Philly has a 14th ranked offense. Tampa Bay has 2nd. 10th ranked defense over in Philly. Tampa Bay has 13th. Yeah, I'm definitely giving the edge to Tampa Bay, but Philly is definitely known for playing with some fire under their ass, so who knows. I got Tampa Bay though, so they'll host the other divisional round game. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Get the fuck out of here. Cardinals versus the Rams playing in LA, which really doesn't matter. I mean, LA in general just has no home field advantage. Rams and Cardinals. I'm going to give this one to the Rams. I don't know. These teams look really sloppy in Week 18. You know what? Fuck it. I think they get J.J. Watt back from injury, which is crazy to me. And hopefully DeAndre Hopkins as well. So, you know what? I'm going to change my pick. I have the Arizona Cardinals winning. They're going to go into Lambeau Field. And the Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. This is not going to be a blowout by either team. I mean, this is going to come down right down to the wire. It's not going to be one-sided. Both teams are really going to compete and just fly after that quarterback. I fucking hate the Niners so much. But their offense doesn't have as much to offer as our offense does. It seems to be dependent solely on, how Deebo Samuel is doing, right? So I'm going to put a lot of faith in Kellen Moore here, and I'm going to say Dallas is going to come out on top to face up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Raymond James Stadium the next week. So with all that being said, you guys enjoy your weekend. I just hit the cable. I don't know if that fucks up the audio at all, but I'm ending it here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Let me know what your picks are. Let me know what you're expecting to see in this game. Hopefully we see a huge turnaround offensively. They looked great in Philly. Hopefully that gives them a bit of confidence and a little bit of motivation going against the 49ers. I'll see you all next time. Go fucking Cowboys. And I'll see you fellas at halftime. Peace.